Manchester United women are finally back in action, and this weekend we get something we've been waiting for ever since Eva Olid was announced as our new head coach. For the first time, Eva Olid will take charge of Manchester United as we face Leicester City in a behind-closed-doors pre-season friendly. Now, because this game is being played behind closed doors, we won't be able to watch it live. And honestly, that's a little frustrating because I'm sure every Manchester United women fan would love to see exactly how Eva sets up her team for the first time. But even without a live stream, this is still a really important game for us. This isn't just another pre-season friendly. This is the beginning of the Eva Olid era. And for us as fans, that's incredibly exciting. We've spent the last few weeks talking about the new season, the new coaching staff, potential transfers, tactics, and what this Manchester United team could look like under a new manager. Now we're finally going to get our first indication of what Eva Olid wants from her players. The game will take place at Leicester City's training base, with the match being played behind closed doors. The club won't be streaming the game, but we should still get updates, match information, and photography afterwards. And of course, once the game is finished, we'll be right here analyzing everything we learn. One of the biggest things we're hoping to see is plenty of minutes for the squad. Pre-season isn't necessarily about playing your strongest 11 for 90 minutes. It's about getting players fit, building chemistry, testing different combinations, and giving everyone an opportunity to impress the new head coach. And that's particularly important this time, because Eva Olid is starting with a clean slate. Every player has an opportunity to show her what they can do. Players who were regular starters last season will want to establish themselves under the new manager. Players who didn't get as many opportunities will be desperate to show Eva that they deserve more minutes. And our younger academy players will also have an opportunity to step up and experience first-team football. That's one of the things I'm particularly looking forward to. We know academy players will be involved in this game, and that's fantastic news. Pre-season friendlies are exactly where young players should be given opportunities. They can train alongside experienced internationals, learn from them, and show the coaching staff that they're ready to take the next step. And let's be honest, as Manchester United fans, we love seeing academy players come through. There's something special about watching a young player pull on the United shirt and realize that this could be the beginning of their journey with the first team. But while we're talking about giving players minutes, there's also another important factor here. We have a very strong squad. On paper, Manchester United should have more than enough quality to beat Leicester City. Of course, we should never disrespect our opponents, even in a pre-season friendly. Leicester will be organized, they'll want to impress, and they'll see this as an opportunity to test themselves against a Manchester United side with ambitions for the upcoming season. But if we're being honest, we should expect United to control this game. The quality we have across the squad should make the difference. For Eva Olid, however, the scoreline won't be the most important thing. Her priority will be seeing how the players respond to her instructions. Does the team build from the back? How aggressive is the press? How quickly do we recover the ball? How high do our fullbacks push? How do our midfielders position themselves? And perhaps most importantly, how quickly are the players adapting to Eva's football? These are the things we'll be looking for. Because this is only the first game. We shouldn't expect everything to be perfect. A new manager needs time. A new tactical system needs time. Players need time to understand each other's movements. That's why pre-season is so important. But we should still see certain principles beginning to appear. I'd love to see us play with intensity from the opening whistle. Even though it's a friendly, I want to see the players competing for every ball and trying to impress the new boss. And I think that's exactly what we'll get. Nobody's position is guaranteed. Every training session and every friendly is an opportunity. So imagine being one of our players going into this game. You've got a new manager watching you. You've got academy players trying to break into the team. You've got teammates competing for your position. And you've got a new season just around the corner. You have to perform. That's why I think this could actually be a very entertaining game, even though we won't get to watch it live. I'm also hoping Eva uses the match to experiment. Maybe we'll see different formations. Maybe she'll change the midfield structure. Maybe certain players will be tested in unfamiliar positions. And that's completely fine. This is what preseason is for. We shouldn't panic if something doesn't work immediately. Instead, we should look at the bigger picture. Eva is learning about her players. The players are learning about Eva. And together, they're building the foundations for the season. Another thing I'm hoping for is a strong defensive performance. We have already discussed how important defensive reinforcements could be for this squad, but regardless of whether we sign another defender or not, the players currently at the club have to step up. A clean sheet would be a fantastic way for Eva to begin her reign. And at the other end of the pitch, I want to see our attacking players enjoying themselves. We have plenty of attacking quality, and against a Leicester side that we would expect to have less possession, our forwards should get opportunities. This is where the squad depth becomes important. If Eva can make plenty of changes and still maintain our level, that's a very positive sign. We don't just need 11 good players. We need a squad capable of competing throughout an entire season. And that's why minutes for everyone are so important. By the end of this game, we should hopefully have a better idea of where certain players stand, which combinations work, and which areas Eva might still want to strengthen. But let's talk about the result. What do I think the score will be? Personally, I'm expecting Manchester United to win comfortably. With the quality available to Eva, I think we should have too much for Leicester. My prediction is Leicester City 0, Manchester United 4. I think we'll see a relatively controlled performance, plenty of possession, several players getting minutes, and hopefully a number of goals. I'm also going to predict that we'll see goals from different players rather than one player dominating the entire match. That's because I expect Eva to rotate heavily and use the game to assess as many players as possible. But remember, this isn't about the result. If we win by 4, brilliant. If we win by 2, brilliant. Even if the game is closer than expected, we shouldn't overreact. The real objective is preparation. We want everyone getting minutes. We want the players understanding Eva's system. We want the academy players gaining valuable experience. And most importantly, we want the squad building chemistry before the competitive season begins. This is the first step. After Leicester, we'll have more pre-season work at Carrington before the squad heads to Spain for the warm weather training camp. That will give Eva even more time with the players and another opportunity to develop her ideas. So, I'm genuinely excited. Eva Olid's first Manchester United game is finally here. We won't be able to watch it live, but that doesn't mean we can't follow every update and analyze everything we learn afterwards. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. Once the match is over, we'll come back with a full Manchester United women match analysis. We'll discuss the result, the performances, the goals, the standout players, the academy youngsters, Eva Olid's tactical approach, and everything else we can learn from her first game in charge. So make sure you come back for that. And before you go, I want to know your prediction. What do you think the final score will be between Manchester United women and Leicester City? I'm going with Leicester 0, Manchester United 4. But let me know your prediction in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. We're going to be covering this new Manchester United women era from start to finish, and there's going to be plenty to talk about. Eva Olid's first game is here. A new season is coming. And hopefully, this is the beginning of something special for us. Come on, United!